is starting. Line out.
Welcome, everyone. Now, New York starting five. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 4 slot. And for Cleveland, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell and Strus are the backcourt. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Bridges misses. Here's Cleveland. Strus the pass to Hunter from deep. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. From the arc, that's good from Bridges on the assist by Brunson.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Mitchell. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Mobley into the lane. Back to Allen to end the run. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. New York has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Mobley against Brunson. Outside Hart. Let's go with a 3. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. The kick out to Brunson. Pass to Towns. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And here's Hunter from the arc. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Bridges has got 6.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
Pass to Allen. Wide open look. 2 points. That one goes.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Knicks leading by 6. It's stolen by Hunter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes. Blocking foul.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
His first.
It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the night now. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Inside, Mobley. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes.
Now here's Brunson. Give him 8. Anunoby on the wing. Hunter covering. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Mitchell with the slam.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Mitchell against Brunson. Takes the 3. Here's Robinson. Outside Hart. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Here's Hunter. And the bucket is good.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Back to Brunson. Out to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Strus against Bridges. Clock at 4. Pass to Brunson. Connects from downtown. Brunson's got 11.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, he's right into that shot.
And here's Hunter. Over Anunoby. Hunter can't get it to go.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, hitting 3 trays. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Now, let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at small forward.
He's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
The Cavs trailing, and we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
From deep, Mitchell. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Mitchell. Out to Mobley. Launches it. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
For the Knicks, Tucker comes in for Hart, and Achua is subbed in for Anunoby. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
B.A., you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Tucker finds Brunson. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Outside Hunter. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And now just a 3-point New York lead.
The And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
Brunson against Mitchell. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau? Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Wright subbed in for Brunson. From deep, Mitchell. Achua with the rebound. New York leading by 5. Outside Robinson. With the drive. Outside Tucker. To the left side wing. Stolen by Strus. In transition, here they come. And it's Mitchell scoring off the run out.
The fast break opportunity isn't wasted on Mitchell. His quickness, a big part of his success.
Outside Tucker. Fires from the wing. Drained it for 2 points. Tucker's gotten his first basket of the night. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 5. Hot off the drive. Mitchell.
Driving inside, Mitchell uses his speed to get the better of the defense. They just can't keep up.
Outside Tucker. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Outside Strus. Throws it up high. Achua with a steal. Here's McBride. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. There's 25 seconds left to play in the half. Count the basket.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Robinson finds Achua. Back to Robinson. Nifty move. And a big finish by Robinson.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
We've got Sam Merrill, Jared Allen out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Garland in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Pass to Jerome for the lead. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul. Okiki's checked in for Wade.
Substitution on the court.
Bridges passes to Towns. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Outside Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, no good. And stolen by Brunson. Beyond the arc. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
3 points.
And Brunson capable here of having these binges scoring the basketball.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space for him.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
He's off on the second. And Graham, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Here's Jerome. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. For 3, Allen. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough? He has continued to work hard every year and turn himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
Here's Allen. Back to Jerome. Uncovered. Cleveland again missing.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Tucker finds Brunson, and the shot goes. Brunson's got 21 points in the game.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Fires the 3. Jerome, no good. And here's New York now. They're on a 9-1 run. Fires in the triple. And now it's a 10-point New York lead.
Nice catch and shoot timing from P.J. Tucker.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Garland, the pass to Allen. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Pass to Towns. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for Jalen Brunson. Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Okeke. And he banks in the layup.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
The Knicks have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this 3rd quarter. Right side, Tucker. 1:11 left in the 3rd. It's stolen by Garland. And he's going for the lob. There's the steal. Fast break, New York. Hart from long range. And the Knicks miss again. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 in the 3rd. McBride passes to Hart. New York again can't hit. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Jerome, that's good.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position, and Garland did a nice job there.
Here's Payne. Uses the glass on the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Garland. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his 1st foul of the game. Achua's checked in for New York.
Checking in for the Knicks, number 5, Precious Achiuwa.
Garland, the pass to Thompson. Here's Okeke. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Outside Garland. He gets it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And offensively, a great show for the fans. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. 4-point game. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in a shooting guard.
Gotta love the extra effort from Bridges to make sure that break ended with a score.
Strus finds Hunter. Takes a three. He buries it from three.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Bridges passes to Brunson. And it's all from three-point range. Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Mitchell. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Nice, confident stroke from Mitchell, setting an example for his guys.
Hunter against Anunoby. Towns has got room. Another one falls for New York.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Outside for Mitchell. To tie it up. Achiuwa with a rebound. Knicks leading by 3. Towns for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, the defense has got to bring a little bit more. Hitting Allen like that is not going to prevent him from scoring.
And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Jerome's checked in for the Cavaliers. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Brunson going inside. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mobley finds Allen. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Mobley on a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Hunter from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Bridges right side. Pass to Towns. Buried from 15 feet out. And the Knicks lead by 6.
It's easy money for Towns from 15 to 18 feet.
Outside Strus. Jerome passes to Strus. From outside the arc. Nails it from 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
New York making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
Number 3.
Here's Brunson. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Brunson's got 23 points.
Oh, huge moment from J.B. Brunson knocking it down.
Here's Jerome. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Bridges against Hunter. Doubled by Towns. Back to Jerome. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, New York. And here's Brunson from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a 7-point Knick lead. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Hart from long range. It's Hart on the wing. Launches a three. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 10.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Your Cavaliers, number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Pass to Strus. Shot clock at 6. Great open look there.
DeAndre Hunter.
Now Brunson. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Brunson against Mitchell. And it's Brunson missing. Outside Mitchell. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Prince in at the small forward position.
This guy is so comfortable from beyond the arc. You give Gary Trent Jr. a look from three and look out, folks. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Lillard misses.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Got that one up quick.
Boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek freak. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Allen, a screen on Prince. And it's Strus missing. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. Evan Mobley with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Garland, the pass to Allen. The three from Strus. It's hauled in by Trent. Prince outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
And another miss by Cleveland. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Lillard with no one around. No good from outside.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Giannis. Sinks the three-pointer.
And we've seen Giannis elevate his scoring ability over time. Great bucket there.
For three, Mitchell hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 8 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Trent. Prince kicks to Trent. There's the triple. Rebounded by Allen. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Now Garland. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Allen finds Garland. 6 to shoot. And here's Strus for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lillard outside. Lopez up top. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. For 3, Mitchell. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Trent outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Mitchell wide open. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Got it up. That shot off. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Gary Trent is out there with Porter. And it's Prince in at the small forward.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
He's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Garland with the bucket.
Well, such confidence on display from Darius Garland. Doesn't waste possessions, aggressive offensively.
Porter passes to Portis. Back to Porter. The Bucks working the ball around. From deep, Prince. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. The wide open shot from Strus. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists here tonight. Milwaukee's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Giannis a screen on Garland. There's Giannis. Look out below.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
The 3 ball. Garland, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis outside. Porter outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their 2nd NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now, here's Garland, and stolen by Prince. Here's Giannis. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Shoots. Mitchell dishes to Mobley. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Portis over Garland. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Allen a screen on Porter. And here's Garland for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis flies the other way.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name, the Freak.
Garland, that's for 2. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
For 3, Mitchell. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And here's Strus for 3. Giannis outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Kevin Porter getting it done for the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Wade out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Stolen by Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. Sims kicks to Jackson. Shoots over Merrill. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. There's Jerome. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Here's Jerome. Following the score by Damian Lillard. There's the 3. Jerome, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
There's Jackson with the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Hunter sets a screen for Wade. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Wade's got himself on the board with 3 there. Lillard scanning the floor. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Merrill can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shakes him. Outside for Jackson. Here's Livingston. The tray. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. For 3, Hunter. Sims with the rebound. Sims has got 4 rebounds in this game. Livingston, no luck. It's tipped and stolen by Lillard. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Drains the three-pointer. Livingston's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Jerome passes to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Lillard. 10 points for him. Here's Sims. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Puts up a deep 3. Lillard misses. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Merrill can't hit. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard with it. Wade picks him up. And the wide open shot from Connaughton. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Connaughton. And another shot. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hunter the screen. To the paint. And it's Hunter with the jam.
The mobility of Hunter. Excellent at setting a firm screen and then the strong roll right to the spot.
Here's Connaughton. No good from three-point territory. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now Merrill. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 3. From deep. Merrill can't hit. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pushing it up. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
You have to wrap Brook Lopez up, right? Because this guy's so adept at using those long arms to get his shot off.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Now, here's Garland. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Shoots over Garland. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Garland. Shoots over Kuzma. And that one swishes right in. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Darius Garland cooking right now. Boy, when he gets going, he is a problem.
Here's Kuzma. Another miss by Kuzma. Cavaliers leading. Here's Garland. It's hauled in by Trent.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
You can see Donovan Mitchell's speed and ability to get separation in transition. He is dangerous out there.
over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Drills it from outside.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And Lillard subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Now here's Lillard. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
For three, Mitchell. Here's Allen, pass to Mobley. Another shot, looking for Allen, and gets it there. And here's Cruz for three. Knocks down the three ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Another three for Cleveland.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Portis sets the pick for Lillard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Bucks trail by 4. Right side, Portis. Trent outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Three-pointer, Lillard. Garland with the defensive effort.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
It's rebounded by Portis. Here's Milwaukee now. Lillard way outside. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Prince wide open. Offensive rebound. Portis, the pass to Giannis. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Cleveland on defense. That's a 2 from Lillard. Money!
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Mobley is screen. Garland left side. Yes! And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what are their best options now?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot. And it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Shooting from Milwaukee. Giannis out of the three ball. 2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For great.
These two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. And he buries his first look.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Lillard against Bridges. Out to Lillard. Over Towns. The putback. Towns with a rebound. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it out, Towns. Yep, count it.
Paint is Carl Anthony's domain. His body lets him just own it.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Lopez with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Pass to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
The big fella with the big finish, Lopez, rocking that rim.
Hart goes in, rejected by Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Kuzma. Three-pointer, Bridges. New York again can't hit. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Portis for three. Drops in the three.
Hey, I think every team wants a guy like Bobby Portis. I mean, more than capable from deep. He's able to play the 4 and 5 and gives you good effort at both ends.
Now here's Brunson. There's the three. Hits the trifecta. Brunson's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love that. That's a terrific answer there.
New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Towns finds Brunson. Towns a screen on Prince. Back to Towns. Here's Hart. And that one is stuffed right through.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
Pass to Trent. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Hart can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 4. Trent outside. Pass to Portis. Antetokounmpo outside. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. He's got 5.
Well, if Giannis is knocking down threes, defensively, nothing you can do.
Brunson passes to Hart. On target from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
The Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Lillard passes to Portis. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Brunson. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
No mercy shown that time on D by Giannis. Great rejection. Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
And here's Anunoby with 4 on the clock. The three, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
They've got Precious Achiuwa. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for New York starting the second. Now here's Porter. Clock at 6. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Livingston.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Wright's checked in for Bridges. And the Bucks with the possession here. After the basket by New York on the other end. Portis a screen. The three from Prince. Sinks it from distance. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
First team foul.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Wright finds Achiuwa. Back to Wright. Outside Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Boy, Wright really understands when he needs to look to pass the ball. An outstanding all-around player.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achiuwa. Anunoby, he's checked in for McBride. And Payne is subbed in for Brunson. Portis with a screen on Payne. And here's Porter outside. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. New York trailing. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
It's tipped. Stolen by Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Towns. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Towns has got 6.
Nice job by Towns to get in there and get aggressive.
Trent from long range. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. For New York, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. For the Knicks, Achiuwa's checked in for Hart. Tucker comes in for Anunoby. And it's Bridges in for Wright. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
The shot's good. Prince has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, an accurate shooter with really good form. Prince is aggressive when it comes to looking to score.
The steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Outside Porter. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the
Just
first
5 on the clock. Here's Livingston. He drops it from range. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Towns. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, I like the way Towns is engaged on offense. Feels like he can score from anywhere on the floor.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
For 3, Bridges. And they'll get another chance. To the middle. And it's powered home by Towns.
Big Cat says, take that.
Knicks lead.
Milwaukee has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that.
Wow. Here's Tucker. Counted from distance. Now it's a 5-point Knick lead.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there. Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
3-pointer, Bridges. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Livingston. And the 3-pointer goes. Livingston's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Payne, pass to Achua. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Here's Livingston. Checked by Tucker. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Payne finds Towns. And a missed layup. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Well, now we have some time. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Trent in at the 3, the small forward. Yep, that one's good.
That pull-up shot is unguardable. Can't lay off Giannis for even a second.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Jackson against Brunson. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. And here's Connaughton for 3. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Antetokounmpo with the block. And they're able to recover. Hart passes to Anunoby. Back to Hart. 3-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And the big finish by Giannis.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
42-39.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game. The quick look, no good that time.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Hart passes to Brunson. Yes, sir! Brunson for three.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. Lillard's got 9 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Nice move. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Robinson passes to Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. Covered by Connaughton. Fades back. The shot, no good.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Anunoby can't get it to go. The Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo, left side. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. For the Knicks, McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Wright subbed in for Brunson. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
Hey, give them credit. They fought hard to get back into it, and now they're rewarded with the lead.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Robinson. Milwaukee shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. The man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Anunoby. Kicks it out Towns. To halt the run. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
Hart finds Anunoby. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Porter from downtown. And another miss by Milwaukee. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the 3rd. Hard up top. Antetokounmpo covering. Right side McBride. Back to Wright. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Count it. Good.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Back to Wright. The 3. No good on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game in New York. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Wright in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. On the wing, Kuzma fires for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks leading by 3. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's
an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And here's Lopez from the arc. And another miss by Milwaukee. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Robinson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's a 7-point New York lead. Milwaukee's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Right wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Kuzma comes in for Prince. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. And he takes and makes high percentage shots.
And Lillard puts up a deep three. They get it back. Antetokounmpo for three. Hart pulls it in. Knicks leading by 7. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Brunson outside. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Connaughton left side. It's stolen by Hart. Here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Brunson. Sends it home from three-point land. Brunson's got 15 points here in the second half.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Yes, sir! Giannis showing the range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
For 3, here's Lillard. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Here's Brunson. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Hart from long range. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Minute 32 left in the fourth. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And that's a foul. Called on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul of the game. 13. Here's Brunson. Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Bridges. Towns, a screen on Connaughton. Puts up a deep 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 8th rebound here tonight. A minute 4 left in the game. Connaughton outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. Money.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Anunoby finds Hart. Brunson, a screen on Lillard. Pass to Brunson. Hart with it. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Puts up a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
and not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Towns with a rebound. Here's Bridges driving in. From behind the arc. And Anunoby gets the three. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Knicks lead 69-61.
So New York wins it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForce.
RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Isaac Okoro. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. Now here's Brunson. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
Allen passes to Mobley. Back to Allen. From the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Mitchell dishes to Mobley. Mitchell against Bridges. Mitchell is double. Back to Mobley. Strus kicks to Okoro. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Mobley. Offensive rebound.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Towns, the pass to Hart. 3-pointer. And it's Strus with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by Cleveland. Bridges misses. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Mitchell missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Anunoby. Brunson kicks to Anunoby from downtown. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Strus passes to Mobley. Anunoby sends it back. Stolen by Okoro. Here's Allen. Buries it down low. Allen's got 5.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. From deep, Brunson. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining.
Off target with his 3.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, these ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. In front of mine tonight, Jared Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jared is an incredible rim protector. When he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jared Allen moving large down low, guys.
Thank you, David. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Pass to Allen. Stolen by Robinson. Puts up a deep 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cavaliers trailing. For 3, Mitchell. Robinson pulls it in. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Anunoby with it. Defended by Strus. Cleveland with the ball.
Knicks foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Robinson, that's good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Mitchell wide open. Mobley finds Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. It's rebounded by New York.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And here is Mitchell after Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Holds it up there for Mobley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you can just throw pretty much anything up there and he'll go get it.
McBride. No good that time. Good D by Mitchell. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Darius Garland. And it's Strus in at the 3.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Garland, that's for 2. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Now, here's Achua. Covered by Mobley. Payne kicks to Robinson. Pass to Tucker. The 3. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
19-16.
Outside Garland. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And it's not just all of his physical ability, it's his hands. He has amazing hands. Catches everything, never a wasted motion.
Out to Payne. Pass to Tucker. Fires away from way outside. McBride's shot is off.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Okoro wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. McBride's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. A kick out to Mobley. Shoots over Achua. Allen passes to Okoro. Now here's Payne. He's guarded close down low and stolen by Mobley. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. DeLon Wright comes in for Achua. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. Allen, that's good. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Stolen by Brunson. Pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And it's a 5-point Knicks lead.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Push that bucket in no time at all. Allen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
And here's Brunson outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The wide open look here for Garland. Nailed from three-point land. Garland's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The wide open shot from Strus. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Brunson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Here's Mobley. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. So for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Towns. Josh Hart comes in for P.J. Tucker. And OG Anunoby subbed in for DeLon Wright. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Mobley. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Ty Jerome in for Okoro.
3-point goal.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Throw on the wing. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
32. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
We've got Bridges. Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it's Mitchell missing. The Knicks with the lead. And a fast break now for New York. On deep, Brunson. A rebound by Mitchell. Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And that one's good. Hunter.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
No coverage that time. Anunoby's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Jerome. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Robinson wide open, he shoots. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Wright comes in for Jalen Brunson.
Anthony Towns. DeLon Wright.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. A clear look for Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from three. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D-Wade with a better jumper.
Hunter on the wing, and there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. Garland is checked in for Donovan Mitchell.
In for the Cavaliers, number 10, Darius Garland.
Here's Jerome. Nothing on the board. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And stolen by Wright. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Towns wide open. Here's Anunoby. The kick out to Wright. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wright's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And here's Garland for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Bridges, no one around him. Hits the 3-point bomb. Bridges has got 6.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
The 3 from Garland. Good on the 3-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Jerome. The 3-pointer off the mark. Here's New York. They're on a 14-5 run here. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his first foul. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. P.J. Tucker comes in for Josh Hart. Achua, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. And Cleveland also making a change. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Ty Jerome. Merrill can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Kept alive. Pass to Achua. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it loose.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
The rebound by McBride. The Knicks leading by 8. And here again, the Knicks in transition. Up the court they go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so Wright nails both of them. There's 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Mitchell. Hunter the screen. Mitchell dishes to Hunter. Back to Mitchell. To the middle. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Hunter.
Well-run play, and Mitchell puts it in the perfect spot.
And the Knicks miss again. Cleveland's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. For 3, they grab their own miss. Hunter for 3, sinks the triple. And now it's only a 5-point New York lead.
A very consistent 3-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Tucker. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. Thompson is out there with Hunter. And it's Merrill in at the 3 spot. There's Garland. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, McBride. And a little luck that time, but it drops. McBride's got his first basket. The Cavaliers trail by 6. A wide open look here for Wright. Bangs home the trifecta. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
So New York ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Max Strus is checked in for Sam Merrill. And it's a Okoro in for Garland.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Pass to Bridges. And here's Brunson outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Blocking foul called on Josh Hart.
Cavaliers making a switch in. Jerome is checked in.
For the Cavaliers, number 2.
Dives for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Cleveland ball.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Jerome.
Darius Garland.
A 3 from Strus. Bridges with the steal. Here's Hart. Anunoby against Strus. Brunson with a clean look. Drills the 3-pointer. Brunson's got 24.
Man, he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Mitchell finds Strus. Uncovered. It goes straight through with the switch. New York leading by 6. Here's Brunson, plenty of space, and there's another one for the Knicks.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
The offensive rebound, kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
3 points.
Garland's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Kicks it out to Allen. Now Mobley, defended by Hart. Launches a 3. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Mitchell.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Drives to the hoop, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Brunson. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Stolen by Anunoby. On the wing, Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Knicks pull it in.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
New York moving it around. Hart, that's good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Tries to keep it alive. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rebounded by Allen.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
They push it up 4 on 3. Brunson, no good. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. 7-point differential. Garland, no good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throw. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. And here's Strus for 3. Rebounded by Hart.
Got it! Wow! It went in! That just happened. It went in! That just happened.
Knicks lead.
Wow!
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Here are the five for the Cavaliers. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at center.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And the shot goes down.
Well, off the bounce, we know he's good, but off of the kickouts, he can still get it done. That one rings true.
Mobley on a screen. From deep, Mitchell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And stolen by Connaughton. Fires the three. Lillard can't get that one to fall.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Knocks it down from distance.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
Garland for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard looking around. Pulls up. Again, the Bucks. Good for two.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Garland, a good look. That one's wide left.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Lillard's got 13.
Well, Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
Garland for three. Hits the three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Mitchell. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. He's got 5.
Yeah, Mitchell can get this mid-range look lined up. He's a very skilled shooter.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Strus grabs the miss. Cleveland has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Allen finds Strus for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks leading by 3. And there's the lob. Stolen by Mobley. Left side Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Garland. Mobley outside. For 3. He buries it from 3.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position, and Garland did a nice job there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Now here's Lillard. He's got 16. Lillard can't get that one to fall.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Lillard up top. Checked by Mitchell. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
From deep, Strus. It's hauled in by Portis. The 3 ball. Can't hit that one. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now here's Garland. Outside Hunter. Lets it go from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Merrill outside. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Here's Hunter. Cleveland again missing. Milwaukee leading by 3. The 3 from Prince. They get the rebound. Here's the second effort. Connaughton outside. From deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Mobley passes to Hunter. Shoots a fadeaway. Mobley. Giannis with the rebound. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Lillard can't get it to go. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And here's Hunter for 3. Nails it from 3. Hunter's got 6.
What I like about that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo for 3. Antetokounmpo showing his range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
From downtown. The shot by Merrill, no good. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter.
Oh, my!
Nobody is stopping that.
Way up there in the rafters. Insane.
What a finish.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
It sure does.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
Releases. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Lillard. And now a 7-point Milwaukee lead. Well, Cleveland's shooting only 36% so far in this game. Mobley, right side. Shot to stop the run. The bank shot, no good. The Bucks have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Merrill. Nails it from beyond the arc. Merrill's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lillard passes to Connaughton. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Merrill. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists now in the game. Out to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Garland. And he lobs it up. Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Here's Garland. Out to Mobley. Back to Garland. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Bobby Portis. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game. And he drops the first.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
Trent, he's checked in for Lillard.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Trent from long range. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Garland, the pass to Hunter. Buries it from 3. Hunter's got 9 points.
And draining it from the corner pocket, Hunter knows how to shake free from those spots.
Trent against Allen. Pass to Portis. Trent from long range. That shot, no good. And a deep 3 from Garland. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. DeAndre Hunter. He's been the guy making things happen for Cleveland. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. They've got Ty Jerome. Dean Wade is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Thompson, and it's Mitchell in at the 2. Porter looks it over. What a terrific move that is. Porter's got his first basket. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers and getting those reps in, it means they're capable. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Mitchell. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
They're such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
And the basket by Trent. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 11. Can't hit the step back J. Trent on the wing. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. And now a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
From deep, Mitchell. Kept alive. Green against Hunter. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Hunter's got 11 points.
Well, he can be dangerous in the pick and roll situation with that size. Hunter can't make the defense lay off him for long.
There's a screen. Fades and shoots. Counted. Porter's gotten his second bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. Here's Jerome. Porter pulls it in. Trent outside. Pulls up at the elbow. That shot missing.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Mitchell. Here's Jerome. The 3-ball. Fires in the triple. Jerome's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And here's Porter outside. And he can't jam it through. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 1-point game. Fires the 3. Thompson passes to Mitchell. Here's Jerome. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Offensive rebound. Sims can't get it to go.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Pass to Sims. Trent outside. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. Trent's got 11.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 14, and the three-pointer goes.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own.
Porter the pass to Sims. Puts one up from 19. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Sims has got his first 2 points. Cleveland has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. From deep, Mitchell. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And it's Mitchell scored off the run out.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. The Bucks trail by 5. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Connaughton in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Garland for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now. The 3 from Prince. Knocks it down from distance.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
For 3, Allen knocks down the triple. Allen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's a key to provide some spacing for this offense. If Jared Allen can be confident and knock down shots like that.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 9 rebounds now. Pulls it. Mobley, no good. The Bucks trail. For 3, here's Lillard. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Allen. Back to Jerome. The 3 is up. And Cleveland another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Shot on the wing. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 tonight. Giannis striding in. Connaughton outside. Shot from the wing. Bullseye!
Now Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
Outside Strus from deep 3-point land. Here's Jerome. And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. Jerome's got 5 points now this quarter.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Strus with the bucket.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Oh, can't throw down the reverse jam. And here's Strus outside. The rebound by the Bucks. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely.
Whoa! Giannis with a showstopper.
That's some flashy stuff from Antetokounmpo. They're dicing up the D with the ball control.
Garland for 3. Cleveland again missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Mitchell's got 25 points in the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Portis with a screen on Mitchell. That one drops for him.
Taurean Prince, a big energy guy, and that scoring will bring more of it.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Here's Portis. Oh, he nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
A deep 3. They get it again. Tries again. Portis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And we see it night in and night out. There are moments in the game where Portis becomes a load to defend.
Both free throws good from Portis. 20 seconds left in the game. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Puts up a deep 3. Offline. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them.
top contenders from the Eastern Conference dragging this one. Feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff level opponent.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the center position. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Towns finds Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Towns.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now, here's Bridges. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year. Taurean Prince making the jump shot look easy right there. Boy, is he confident.
Towns, the pass to Anunoby. The three. Second chance shot. And it's Towns missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the three. See if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Hart. And the Knicks miss again. Outside, out of the Kumbo. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Offensive rebound. Brunson outside. Will it go? Brunson with another miss. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition tape foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Oh, good on that one. And Connaughton has it in the corner. The Knicks pull it in.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Young, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
On deep, Brunson. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his seventh rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Towns, following the score by Damian Lillard. Chalk up two there. And that's 12 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
And Giannis throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Towns. And he makes that one.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And you can see that dunk coming from a mile away. I mean, he lives for those moments.
And so do all of his fans. He doesn't disappoint. When he's got a clear path to the bucket, he's going to do something, special.
And given his ability, someone needed to rotate to try and contest that.
The Knicks making a switch here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. P.J. Tucker comes in for Josh Hart. Achua, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. And that one's good by Giannis.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
From deep, Prince. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got DeLon Wright, Mitchell Robinson out there with P.J. Tucker. And then there's Precious Achua. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard position. Now here's Wright. Still yet to score. Tucker the pass to Robinson. Back to Tucker. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. And it's a tie ball game.
That's a really good job by Tucker reading the defense, just carving out some space from mid-range.
The wide open look here for Lopez. And just miss after miss right now. Fast break, here they come. Robinson left side. That gives them the lead.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. For New York, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And Wright kicks to Bridges. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Knicks?
Brunson the pass to Towns. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Towns has got the lead back up to 4 now for New York. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. On the wing, Porter. Defended by McBride. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one. Slamming it down with authority.
Brunson against Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Anunoby subbed in for Achua.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality. but he's adjusted well to it.
Oh, muscling it in, Brunson. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
The Knicks leading by 5. Porter with the steal. Here's Sims, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Here's Brunson. Back to McBride. Pass to Brunson. Nice. Brunson working inside.
Goes to Miles McBride.
Bucks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And really deep through that time. Trent's got 5 points now this quarter.
Any airspace given to Trent Jr. means you can count on a bucket.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter.
Porter Jr.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
41 seconds left to play in the first half. Brunson kicks to Hart. Porter against Brunson. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. New York's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Hart the pass to Robinson. It's blocked. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And finished off by Porter.
And this is how you execute in transition. Porter Jr. enjoys leaking out and running all over the defense.
To the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks on top. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot from... They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Antetokounmpo is out there with Green, and it's Sims into the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. On the wing, Anunoby, guarded by Green. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. New York's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee in the lead. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Green against Wright. A shot off that time.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Oh, here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Here's Hart. The kick out to Wright. Towns at the elbow. Sims with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Giannis slashing. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Anunoby. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Wright. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that game time. Hey, David, thank you.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat and offensive rebound and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. Personal foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch. Livingston's checked in. Brunson outside. Here's Bridges. Back to Brunson. Converting through contact. Nice job by Brunson.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Knicks trail by 3. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Unstoppable. He has got it on automatic out there.
Bridges against Lillard. Pass to Livingston. Launches it. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Lillard. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Sims in the corner. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Achua. Brunson outside. That puts them in the lead. Brunson's got 27.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that one's good. Green.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. They've got Precious Achua. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Tucker in at the 3 set. Going inside. Oh, Antetokounmpo! Explosive on the drive.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
And here's Brunson outside. Here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Pass to Connaughton. It's Prince on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Floats it up for Giannis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Brunson against Porter. Bridges outside. And they get it back. And another turnover here by New York. So for the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. And Anunoby subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Using his size, Giannis!
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Out to Brunson. Hard against Lopez. Bridges outside. 4 on the shot clock. Prince grabs the miss. Bucks leading by 4. Lopez outside. Knicks with the rebound. Here's Brunson to the paint. Here's Towns, and he banks in the layup.
I'll say this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Brunson. And that one, good. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Lillard comes in for Porter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Brunson the pass to Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Giannis. Pass to Portis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
Anunoby has the open look. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Pass to Portis. Prince outside. Back to Portis. Here is Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Portis a screen on Bridges. 3-pointer Lillard. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everything.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
The Bucks making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw. Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Porter. Giannis sets a screen for Porter. And again, the Bucks miss. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
Lillard's check in for the Bucks. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Here's Brunson. The kick out to Towns. No good with the triple. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And Milwaukee has possession. Lillard dishes to Giannis. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
OG Anunoby. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the win.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Oh, he got it to go!
How about that?
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy,